Israelites, though. They still remember their tribe name, right? The bloodline. Like, what bloodline they from? It's the same thing. So I rep my blood.
I'ma rep my blood. Yeah. I'ma rep my blood. They wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I say this Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Stop acting like a dot though. We are not the same, that's why they show grudge. We are not the same, that's why they hold grudge. We are not the same, but still it's all love. Never put a stranger before my own blood. It's my prerogative to let you know now. You're not an adjective, you a pronoun, no doubt. Negro black color getting worn out. The brand doesn't fit anymore. You should throw it out, throw it out. Showing brotherly love, overcoming destruction. Wanna be Doug, never read the instruction. Everyone under the sun looking for something. Every brother not a brother, don't make the assumption. It's an all-out war, the revolution is jumping. They single us out, cause they know we'll be thumping. Calling on Moors, telling me at the junction. Gotta sharpen our swords to teach these youngsters. My music is relevant, I move with intelligence. Dude act cool, but he do what they telling him. Never been a fool, cause I always study regular. Always use my tool, keep my circle 7 ready, yo. I'm spitting straight facts, yo. Yeah, feel the truth coming at you. Yo, tell me how the Moors turn black, though. Yeah, they chose fiction over natural. Fiction not true. They wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I say this Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Stop acting like a dot though. We are not the same, that's why they show grudge. We are not the same, that's why they hold grudge. We are not the same, but still it's all love. Never put a stranger before my own blood. The empire strike back and we coming for the top. Got them running like some rats, you could see them on the tracks. All rights reserved on every contract. They know we not really black, we ain't falling for that trap. Under color of law, yo, the cops be on our backs. The Moorish vanguard got the remedy for that. Circle 7 be the map, just to level the attack. I gotta pray to Allah to keep my family intact. No segregating. On God, we invincible but showing patience. We the mother and father of civilization. Watch the feathers raising. It's so amazing. The truth is so plain, but they still debating. Think about your last name and I'll be waiting. They put their trust on issues that they formulating. Let's have this conversation. Human rights, divine and sacred, no more time is wasting. They wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I say this Morocco. Wanna start a fight when I tell them it's Morocco. Stop acting like a dot though. We are not the same, that's why they show grudge. We are not the same, that's why they hold grudge. We are not the same, but still it's all love. Never put a stranger before my own blood. Never put a stranger before my own blood. Never put a stranger before my own blood. Blood, blood, blood. I'ma rep my blood. Red flag with a 5-pointed green star to center. 5-point represent love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Big Son G.
DistroKid makes it so easy to get your music on all of the streaming platforms.
We upload all of our
Buddha. It never occurs to man having too much earthly drenches the world and blood soul becomes unworthy, even though it's perfect. In the body of a fool, you better use the carpenter's tools, no opinions but truths. Get out the feudal mind state, Slavic and stateless. Don't wanna be a Moor but wearing Masonic aprons. Call yourself shades, colors, and land masses. Kicking you niggas' asses to put on nationality glasses. Big mad in the store, seeing the massless. Haters need exemptions, witness or they ass kiss. One of the best Moorish MCs talking about practice. The way we pull up references, mind callous. I'm balanced, meditate on social media detox. Study secrets of righteous Moorish Enochs. Canaanland Khalifa, album hip-hop epoch. Feudal-minded are the dips that we allodial D-block. No verses, rituals, scratch the surface. Put reverses on the feudal mental slave curses. Freedom is a must. Free national standards, even NBA players are anti-vaxxers. Common sense is only common with the few. Claim a slave name, Negro, learn to make do. Playing the corporate game when we were free in Peru. Y'all been brainwashed, waiting on the Biru. Why y'all loving the fake juice? My tang is who? Stab vamps with the pointed cross before his fang is through. Get stabbed like ice, shot like a corkscrew. Allodial minded, never civil little mortus.
A picture worth 1,000 words. I paint pictorials with these nouns and verbs. My appetite is hard to curb, customs I preserve. You got an empress in your corner, y'all from the curb. To get your mind blown out, just send a word. I orelate and captivate. Oh, you ain't heard? To look forward, you gotta rewind it. Unrestricted thoughts, I'm melodial-minded. Harmonious vibe whenever I chime in. You listening to the X Factor like Simon. I dived in the waters and didn't make a ripple. They thought it was sweet, like honeysuckle. Now Negroes running to me when they in a pickle. But when I tried to put them on, they was acting fickle. When I baptize, it's a flood, not a drizzle. Canaanland to Khalifa, we gon' make them shrimp.
I was doing time in the universal mind, but the universe is mine. Blowing through wind chimes, penned in thin lines, sent to bend time in rhyme from here to midnight. Then I'm off to the next plane. She chooses to send me to master this pen game. Somebody is sensei, I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno. Holder in due course, your mortgage is fool's gold. Truth told with your dead pledge, I'm wiping my culo. I'm the title and the deed, held in high esteem, neither serf nor a thief. So don't try it with me, your cognitive dissidents, fraudulent instruments, a hit or miss, to keep your mitts off of my hereditament. Allodial minded, you've been blinded, searching for the donus gifts, you won't find it. They stray misguided while I stay the livest.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out is the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
But once we find our nationality and serve that nationality, we'll do for ourselves what needs to be done.
Keep thinking it's games, you already know these beasts kill you on camera, leave you niggas dead in the streets. You're still handcuffed and bloody, but no 911 calls. Bystander effect in full effect, so watching with y'all. Mind blowing, watching my people holding up traffic of innocent people. My people need to get their ass kicked. Marching and picketing is most cowardice and funkified, while dead bodies just multiply. Sisters killed in their cell. You claim it's hell, you raised and burned down your own community, not one police station. You love pork chops, but I see no police bacon. And when it comes to revolution, most of y'all are faking.
All ethnic groups in this country understand they got a nationality. Because you answer to such stupid words like
Black lives don't matter, but you still claim black. Rather film someone get choked out but won't choke back. And the one that uploads first face charges trumped up. What you think will happen when President Trump's up?
That's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something to say.
Yeah, look, there he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much tougher than it happens.
You went right on the roof.
Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's move. We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
So we got to move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes. Okay. What's up?
More killing and murders of stateless herds. Hoods are concentration camps now, ghettos are birds. Gun stores short on ammo, they're melting down church bells. Blacks seek shelter in temples where God doesn't dwell. That's why a foreigner can walk in and shoot up your service. Praying to invisible gods, give you the curses. You pray to relinquish, that's none of my business. I suggest you nationalize with the quickness. I suggest you study law, stop with the big shit. In your face, I see them spray the pepperish liquid, then pouring white milk on your face. I thought that milk was the devil. Some weapons drown the noise level. Boys, you rebels.
because you answer to such stupid words like Negro and color and black. You have
The point that I'm making, blacks are mistaken. Call them highwaymen, not cracker pigs or bacon. Taking your tax dollars and riot gear, they relaxing. Cause in a black status, don't even think about a class action. Don't even think about rights being respected without getting injected. I see you infected. Then the same ones that violate the laws you re-elected. Your vote matters more than black lives, feel disrespected. Control the Negroes, looks tested and perfected. That's why about being black, I'm skeptic and left it. My people are tripping, walking with arms like panthers who got nowhere in the 60s, so that's not the answer. And black leader, race war, instigator puppets. Teach, kill those who killed us as justice. But have they ever killed? I think not. If they did, it's hearsay, nobody to show. Yellow envelope, money in escrow. Accounts overseas, not in democracies, living hypocrisies. It's all de jure mockeries, bureaucracies, vampiric, but most can't hear it. It's only the attitude. The regalia is not clan spirit. Until my people wake up, your struggle for rights continue. And your children's organs end up on the elite menu. You love text but delete the messages more send you with no status. You're in the jurisdiction and venue of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of their feet. Of the same beast system you attempt to defeat. Only as Moors will you get them on the heels of your feet.
The name of a people must relate them instantaneously to land, history, and culture. And anytime you call a people by their right name, anytime you call a people, name a people, and fail to relate them back to land, history, and culture, you have called them out of their name. There's no black man or black owner. There's nothing wrong with the word black. Nothing wrong with it at all. Only it doesn't relate to a country. The name of every people in the world relate to country. And once you think instantaneously of land, you think of nationality.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th day. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th day. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law. Make civil of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th day. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law. Make civil of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but do I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish or Moor, key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty Moor or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brainwaves, squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DA are feminists, stomped on by elephants. More like go prejudice, but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the cold magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness. No pestilence, ace all the testaments.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th day. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law. Make civil of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way.
way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish or Moor, key man or oracle. Using trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty Moor or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brainwaves, squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DAR feminists, stomped on by elephants. More like more prejudice, but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the cold magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness. No pestilence, ace all the testaments. Tap into remembrance, never to forget again. Use energy right, not put spell effects on men. Wandering the earth plane with no they live shades. Keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades. It's been decades since Christian crusades. Not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets. Holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday. War ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quickie. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
These computers, and they know how we get down in Chicago. It's an immediate fist fight upon, coming in each other's presence. Because, like I said, you're not a Moorish American. You're a Canaanland Moor. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Why is he not Moorish American? Because he's not a Moorish American. He's a crisis actor operating in Canada. Upon, coming in each other's presence. Because, like I said, you're not a Moorish American. You're a Canaanland Moor. That ain't got. Like I said, you're not a Moorish American. You're a Canaanland Moor. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Why is he not Moorish American? Because he's not a Moorish American. He's a crisis actor operating in Canada. And that's exactly what the military do. That's exactly what the government do with these PSYOP crisis actors. They're outposts where we can't have jurisdiction over them, living in Canada, and they copy us and they mock us. And now they got this mentally ill.
But it is addressing specific Moors.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quickie.
Wait a second. Is this technically a common sense quickie? Let's see. The video is addressing some common sense stuff. Check. But it is addressing specific Moors, which is not really within the realm of a common sense quickie. Well, we actually did a common sense quickie addressing this same Moor when he said nonsense about the Moroccan Empire being gone since the 1800s. That was in Common Sense Quickie number 30, titled Present Moroccan Empire. So far, technically, we are still within the realm of a common sense quickie. Check. All right. Well, what about the length of this video? For a common sense quickie, it has to be 10 minutes or under. Man, just over 14 minutes. Well, looks like we have to pull in Audible.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense
Longy.
What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
So, according to the Gregorian calendar, it is the year 2020. And can you believe it? There are Moors that still think the United States of America is America.
You big dummy.
I mean, dang. So, in order to quell this nonsense once and for all,
let's take it back to grade 4 geography class.
Hi, boys and girls. Today we will learn basic geography. So first off, let's find America on a map. Do you know what a map is, girls and boys? A map is where you find out where countries and continents are. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? So, boys and girls, do you know what a continent is? Well, a basic description of a continent would be a big piece of land that has many different countries in it. And all the continents in the world begin with the letter A. You have Australia, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, and America. Cool, right? Now, some people say that Europe is a continent, but when I was growing up, it wasn't a continent. So we will not count it as a continent for this lesson. Alright, now here is something really cool, children. When we go to the continent America, it is broken down into 3 parts. You have North America, Central America, and South America. Cool, huh? But when you look at it on a map, you only see North America and South America. Wanna see? So here is a map, and here is North America and South America. And here is North America on a globe. Now let's check another map, just in case something was wrong with the first map. Looks the same to me. And on another globe, it also looks the same. Isn't that awesome? Alright, so let's focus on North America for this lesson. At North America, you have 3 different countries. You have Canada, the United States, and Mexico. So the blue part that you see, that's Canada. And the green part, that's the United States. And the orange part, that's Mexico. Do you understand? Let's do it once again. So the blue part that you see, that's Canada. And the green part, that's the United States. And the orange part, that's Mexico. Simple, isn't it? Let's do it one more time, just to make sure. So the blue part that you see, that's Canada. And the green part, that's the United States. And the orange part, that's Mexico. Got it? Awesome. Hey children, do you want to hear something really funny? There are actually grown-ups that think the United States is America. Isn't that silly? But now that you have seen on a map that America is a continent and not a country, that makes you smarter than those grown-ups, right? Hey, you know what we call those grown-ups?
Big dummy.
Anyway, children, that is your basic grade 4 geography lesson for today. See you next time.
So now that we have sent the children off, let's deal with the Prophet's literature. Interesting how these same Moors that say Canaanland Moors are quote unquote Moorish Canadian and not Moorish American, and that quote Canaanland Moors want to be American so bad, end quote, are the same Moors always saying that they teach what Prophet Noble Jew Ali brought, and they are for unity. The thing that boggles my mind is that these Moors fail to realize three obvious things. Number one, we all pretty much have the same Circle 7 Quran. Number two, we can all read. And number three, chapter 47 is the same in all Circle 7 Qurans. So, the obvious thing to do is to go to chapter 47 and read what Prophet Noble Jew Ali wrote about our ancestral estate. Chapter 47, section 6 reads, "The Moabites from the land of Moab, who received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit northwest Africa. They were the founders and are the true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire, with their Canaanite, Hittite, and Amorite brethren who sojourned from the land of Canaan seeking new homes." Section 7. Their dominion and inhabitation extended from northeast and southwest Africa, across Great Atlantis, even unto the present North, South, and Central America, and also Mexico and the Atlantis Islands, before the Great Earthquake, which caused the Great Atlantic Ocean. So, question number one. If, according to Prophet Noble Jew Ali, our ancestral estate is North, South, and Central America, including Mexico and the Atlantis Island, where does quote-unquote Moorish Canadian come in? Question number two. Was the country quote-unquote Canada around from since before the land split and the Atlantic Ocean was created? Now let's take it to the 101 or 102 Quran questions for Moorish Americans, questions number 13 and 14. Question number 13. What is your nationality? Answer: Moorish American. Question number 14. Why are we Moorish Americans? Answer: because we are descendants of Moroccans born in America. So number 13 says our nationality is Moorish American. And number 14 says why we are Moorish American. So please show us where in there does it say anything about Moorish Canadian. Now let's go to numbers 19 through 21. Number 19. What kind of flag is the Moorish? Answer: it is the red flag with a 5-pointed green star in the center. Number 20. What do the 5 points represent? Answer: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Number 21. How old is our flag? Answer: it is over 10,000 years old. So if our flag is over 10,000 years old, is the country of quote-unquote Canada 10,000 years old? Even better, is the United States 10,000 years old? Did the present borders of the United States exist 10,000 years ago? Did the present borders of Mexico exist 10,000 years ago? So where are you getting this quote unquote Moorish Canadian thing from? What the hell are you talking about? You keep saying that you only deal with the Prophet's literature and, quote, you are bringing what Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought, end quote, but we have the same literature and we can read and we know basic geography. So you are blatantly going against chapter 47 in the Circle 7 Quran, and you are blatantly going against the 101 questionnaire when you fabricate this quote unquote Moorish Canadian nonsense, which also means you are blatantly going against the Prophet. Period. And to the other Moor, or any other Moors for that matter, talking that quote unquote Moorish Canadian nonsense and talking about we want to be Americans so bad, we suggest you all go back to grade 4 and learn basic geography. America is a continent, not a country. So if we are quote unquote Moorish Canadian, that would make you quote unquote Moorish United Statesian, not Moorish American. You all should be smarter than that. I mean, what? Moors are supposed to be navigators, correct? But you all don't know how to read a map? You all don't know the difference between a country and a continent? When the Prophet said North, South, and Central America, he was not speaking about North, South, and Central United States. He was speaking about the continent, as expressed in chapter 47, number 7 of the Circle 7 Quran. Period. You Moors are breaking a lot of sevens with this quote unquote Moorish Canadian nonsense. You all should be more intelligent than that. So, Canaanland Moors are Moorish Americans. Just like Moors at the United States, and Moors at Mexico, and Moors at the quote unquote Caribbean islands, just like Moors at Venezuela, just like Moors at Brazil, and Argentina, and Peru, and Paraguay, etc. Period.
You big cold-blooded dummy.
Common sense was made before book sense.
Islam, and going right into it. And when you go to the Quran, Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, the Asiatic nations of North, South, and Central America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans of North America. The Moorish Americans, not the Moorish Canadians and the Moorish Americans and the Mexicans. Not that. Moorish American is a nationality. Mexican is a nationality. Moorish American is a nationality. Stop pulling them apart and putting hyphens and all that stuff. Moorish American, that's a nationality. And that nationality is for those people above Mexico in North America. And that's it. The Moorish Americans and the Mexicans of North America. Of North America. Of North America. And that's what you just watched. 2020. 2020. People have been told. And it's still playing around? Man, that's why we don't even have to talk. It's just so Moors could could be in the chat together and be happy. So Noble Drew Ali could be happy. You don't have to be on here doing this. Just go watch Canaanland Moors. There's enough stuff up there. There's enough stuff up there. You just push play and put the stuff on repeat. And just let that run all day and you'll be good. You'll figure this stuff out faster than going around doing the madness that you're doing right now. You don't want to hear what the Moors are saying. You want to listen to everybody else. But it's our day today. It's our day. It's our authority day. We just wanted to quickly put it on the record. What was done for you. Our authority, brought to us by Drew Ali, was spoken about by him in the Moorish literature. And in the Moorish literature, Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Leaders' Historical Message to America. In connection with the aims, objectives, rules, and regulations of the Moor Science Temple of America, I deem it proper to submit to you a brief statement of our organization, covering its inception, rise, progress, and of the Mohammedan religion, which I hope will be satisfactory to you and be the means of causing you at all times to adhere to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice in your relations with mankind in general. I further most anxiously hope this brief statement will help you more clearly see the duty and wisdom of at all times upholding those fundamental principles which are desired for our civilization, our posterity, such as obedience to law, respect and loyalty to government, tolerance and unity. We organized as the Moorish Temple of Science in the year of 1925 and were legally incorporated as a civic organization under the laws of the state of Illinois, November 29, 1926. The name Moorish Temple of Science changed to Moorish Science Temple of America, May 1928, in accordance with the legal requirements of the Secretary of the State of Illinois. The object of our organization is to help in the great program of uplifting fallen humanity and teach those things necessary to make our members better citizens. A national organization with a Rotarian complexion as it relates to branch temples became obvious with the increasing number of inquiries from men and women in different sections of the country concerning the purpose of the organization. There are branch temples in 15 different states at this time. Since the work of the Moorish Science Temple of America was largely religious, the organization has been legally changed to a religious corporation, and an affidavit to this effect has been properly filed in the Cook County's Recorder's Office in Illinois. Inspired by the lofty teachings of the Quran, we have it as the revealed word of God Allah. We shall foster the principles of its teachings among our members. This is our religious privilege as American citizens under the laws of one of the greatest documents of all time, the American Constitution. The Mohammedan religion is the least appreciated and probably the most misunderstood of the world's great religions. This is especially true in our Western world. Try to understand what Mohammedanism stands for and some of the things it has contributed to the world. Muhammad was the founder of the Mohammedan religion. It originated 13 centuries ago on the Arabian Peninsula, where the streams of commerce and culture met and mingled in the Middle Ages, where the markets of exchange were stationed for treasures of India and the products of the Mediterranean coast. There, this religion was established in the unprecedented short period of 20 years, and unlike many other religions, without the aid of any royal patronage and support. Buddhism has its Ashoka, Judaism is Joshua, Christianity it's Constantine, but Mohammedanism had no person of royal rank or power to assist in its establishment and spread. Today, this religion is acknowledged by nearly 250 million souls and extends over an area equal to 1/3 of the globe. From Arabia, it spread eastward over Persia, Turkestan, Afghanistan, westward across Syria, Asia Minor, Turkey, southward to Africa, covering more than half of the continent. It found its way to India and beyond, to the lands of Sumatra, Java, and Borneo. To the early representatives of this faith, the world's debt is incalculably great, for it was they who transmitted the treasures of Greek literature from the Middle Ages to the Renaissance. They who originated the graceful forms which the Taj Mahal and Alhambra are the most famous examples. It was they who contributed to the sciences of algebra and chemistry, astronomy, and medicine. They who dotted the Saracen Empire with the universities, and who built at Baghdad and Cairo and most renowned universities of the world. During those centuries of ecclesiastical despotism, when the Christian church suppressed the intellectual activities, save those that were theological, causing the talent and reproduces to supplant the genius that creates. Mohammedans did all in their power to encourage and stimulate research in every branch of human inquiry. The Moors, or Mohammedans, added to the beauty and grandeur of Spain. For centuries, art, science, literature, chivalry flourished among them, while the rest of Europe was sunk in the gloom of the Dark Ages. The Moors were the most ingenious and industrious of the subjects of Spain. Their expulsion from Spain in 1610 was one of the chief causes of decadence of that country, for both agriculture and industry fell into decay after their departure. Mohammedanism makes no distinction between high and low, rich and poor. It is like the sky, it has room for all. The Quran should be of interest to all readers. It is the Bible of the Mohammedans, ruling over the customs and actions of over 200 million people. It is a work of importance, whether considered from a religious, philosophical, or literary viewpoint. In the promotion of plans for the betterment of mankind, there has ever been some kind of opposition. And strange as it may seem, such opposition has come from sources where there were no ideas or the lack of courage to force attention to ideas. Whether in church, state, or social community, any attempt to do anything out of the usual way seldom fails to receive criticism. Not because the course cannot be pursued legally or that it is unreasonable, but because it has been considered in terms as anew. The Moor Science Temple of America has received some opposition and criticism. In the main, the opposition has come from certain Christian ministers. They have expressed themselves as being opposed to our propagation of the Mohammedan religion, possibly because the promotion of the Mohammedan faith among our people in the United States is considered by them in terms as something new. Whatever the reasons may be for their opposition, the legal right to oppose citizens, individuals, and organizations alike for their religious belief does not exist in the United States. The door of religious freedom made by the American Constitution swings open to all, and people may enter through it and worship as they desire. Without religious freedom, no search for truth would be possible. Without religious freedom, no discovery of truth would be useful. Without religious freedom, religious progress would be checked, and we would no longer march forward toward the nobler life which the future holds for the races of men. Without religious freedom, there would be no inspiration to lift our heads and gaze with fearlessness into the vast beyond, seeking a hope eternal. It is a sad and weakness in us, after all, to oppose our fellow man for their religious beliefs. And if there are angels who record the sorrows of men as well as their sins, they certainly know how many and deep are the useless sorrows that spring forth from such opposition. Possibly love and time will cancel our ancient hatreds in this regard and prove that in mankind tolerance is better than unwarranted opposition. In connection with our religious aims and beliefs, we must promote economic security. The preaching of economic security among us is by no means as widespread and intensive as the circumstances demand. Not one thing is more needed among us at this time than greater economic power, better positions for our men and women, more business opportunity, more business employment for our boys and girls, and better incomes will follow our economic security. We shall be secure in nothing until we have economic power. A beggar people cannot develop the highest in them, nor can they attain a genuine enjoyment of the spiritualities of life. Our men and women and children should be taught to believe in the capacity of our group to succeed in business in spite of the trials and failures of some of them. Trials and failures in business are by no means confined to any particular group of people. Some business ventures of all people fail. We have many men and women among our people who are qualified, both by training and experience, who are shining lights in the business world for all people. It is a sad weakness in us as a people that we have withheld the very encouragement, support, and patronage that would have made some of our worthy business ventures a grand success. And worst of all, have joined in the condemnations of them when they failed, except in cases of actual dishonesty, discourtesy, lack of service, and actual unreliability. Our business enterprises in every field of endeavor should have lulled of confidence, cooperation, and patronage whenever and wherever they can be given. Read carefully the Doctrines of the Moorish Science Temple of America. It contains our hopes, aims, rules, and articles of religion. Every member should have a copy. In conclusion, I urge you to remember there is work enough for all to do in helping to build a better world. The problems of life are largely social and economic. In a profound sense, they are moral and spiritual. Have lofty conceptions of your duties to your country and fellow man in general, and especially those with whom you deal. This includes such honesty and righteousness as will cause you to put yourself in the other fellow's place. Look for the best in others and give them the best that is in you. Have a deeper appreciation for womanhood. Brighten the hopes of our youth in order that their courage be increased to dare to do wondrous things. Adhere at all times to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I am your affectionate leader. I shall continue to labor day and night, both in public and private, for your good, thereby contributing to the welfare of our country and its people as a whole. Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali. So after hearing that, You know, I'm gonna put the link out there. Mars could push the button and what you think? Our authority. Our authority. Because it's tangible. Everything he said, there's nothing to question. Everything he said. And making the point that this is Rotarian. This is religious. This is civic. He stopped up all the rat holes. Covered all the bases. This isn't just one thing only. It's not just Moorish nation, it's also a Moorish movement. It's also Moorish nationals. It's all these things at one time. It's supposed to move. It's supposed to move. Then we go back to the back of the 101, our authority. Religious affidavit of organization. And then you go to Hers Revised Statute 3236. And it shows you him setting us up. Right? What he was doing was using the religious American constitutional right to be a society. All you need is these amount of Moors, put their name on this affidavit, and file it. And said, Moorish Holy Temple of Science adopted as its corporate name the following Moorish Science Temple of America. Now the problem comes in when the religious whoever's that took over. The religious whoever's are going to tell you, and said Moorish Science Temple of America adopted as its corporate name Moorish Science Temple of America, which, you know, for why would it adopt the same name? Now there's different ways that it could go. And then what if there's two our authorities? Right? Because, you know, honors for the Quran, giving us the power and authority. But we're here to propagate the great prophet of Ali in America. If we're going to talk about our authority,
Because remember, everything's going to have to be under your authority now. If we're saying our authority, then everything has to be under our authority now. Right? We already had a manufacturing company. Right? Now we have our own prophet, our great prophet of Ali in America. We have that. Because remember, it's going down this religious whatever, so he has to cover all the bases. We have the holy book. So you can't say, where the holy book? Well, Quran of Moor Science Temple. Just so you know, it's not the same as the Quran of Muhammad. All we did was get power and authority from there. But we're about the great prophet of Ali in America. We're uplifting fallen humanity. We're not here to play religious games. It's just doing the religious thing, so you can't tell us we can't. But everything that we're doing is about self-determination. We have our own 5 pillars of Islam. I, self-law, and master. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Whatever you want, we can give it to you. We have our own 5 pillars. We don't need anybody's anything. We have our own everything as Moors. Our own. That's why he has to get the honors. And so he has to get the honors. It's about his own. And you having your own. You having your own. Made you the beneficiary of a vast estate. Mexican claim theirs, Brazilians claim theirs, Cambodians claim theirs, Sri Lankan claim theirs. Everybody claimed their stuff. And then this vast estate above Mexico just dormant. People want to play Negro games and play, doesn't matter what we call ourselves, games. And then want to be debating about things where you're not even trying to help fix the problem. What are we debating about? You're adding on to the problem. Because ask anybody else. Nationality is the order of their day too. They're not doing anything unless it's for their nation. Anything they're doing, it's for their nation. Anything they're doing, it's for their nation. When are we going to do for our nation? Honors to the ones who've been doing so far and doing the best that they could do with the resources that they have. Right? It's continually causing a shift just by you knowing. So honors to you. Honors to you for exercising your authority. Right? It's our authority. And our authority is vast. It's what we want to do with it. And you better be doing the principles and Noble Drew Ali up front and all that stuff, because if you notice, right, lots of people aren't around anymore. They're playing games with this. Thought they could play games with this. Right? They start taking people out of circulation. Don't get played. Abandoning your birthright because you're listening to some online thing or something like that. You better be this. You better be this. You figure out what side you're going to be on. Because that fork in the road's coming up quick. So you better know which way you're going. You better know which way you're going. Don't forget, we're on the way. Don't forget the book signing. Talked to one of the Moors. They were at the library today, just testing it out. Just testing it out. Make sure to see where it's at, know where they gotta go and all that. A week early, getting ready. Moor's getting ready already. Honest to the Moor Kush Day. And don't forget, check out Khalifa Media. Check out Khalifa Media. And get all the info. Get all the info. We're here. Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour Week. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors. Enjoy your authority day. We have the self-determining right. We have the self-determining right. Supreme honors.
Children chicken McNuggets that cause children to have high cholesterol. And now they say children under 3 years of age, kindergarten age, should be tested. And if they have high cholesterol, they should be on cholesterol drugs, which you have to be on for the rest of your life. They want to make money. Why can't we just give them decent food? The University of North Carolina made a study of hot dogs, okay? And that study showed that when children ages 8 to 12 eat hot dogs, as many as 12 a month, that's only 3 a week, their chances of developing leukemia and or lower brain tumors go up by 700%. Fun food's great fun. That's a terrible thing. So now they give children chicken McNuggets that cause children to have high cholesterol. And now they say children under 3 years of age, kindergarten age, should be tested. And if they have high cholesterol, they should be on cholesterol drugs, which you have to be on for the rest of your life. They want to make money. Why can't we just give them decent food? The University of North Carolina made a study of hot dogs, okay? And that study showed that when children ages 8 to 12 eat hot dogs, as many as 12 a month, that's only 3 a week, their chances of developing leukemia and or lower brain tumors go up by 700%. Fun food's great fun. That's a terrible thing. Now